Okay, now I'm going to talk to you this thing a little bit because the first video I showed on this, or maybe the second, depending on how I post this, uh, was the machine actually running and cutting. Kind of give you a rundown of where the things are at. So this control console I made is out of an old cabinet. This down here controls the speed of this motor over here, which is my drive. So I can slow the rate of cut down to nothing. I mean, I can dial this in to almost any setting to slow this down, which runs this threaded rod, just standard half-inch 16 threaded rod, which goes down and connects through this. It's called I made a half nut, kind of like that used on a drill press or on a lathe, so it engages into threads, and I can position this anywhere up and down this here. And this is some brass that I poured here just about a week ago and machined it. Kind of see how that works. So, and then up here is some micro switches. Now when those come down here and make contact with the stops, which are adjustable, I can position them anywhere up and down the rail here depending on my width of cut. And then that just stops, and then this back here at this controller, these two lights here indicate the jog, so it will just jog back and forth across the metal to make the cut. So that becomes automated. And there's the other stop for this side here. The rails here, those are SBR 20s. I got those on eBay for like, I think they were $70 for the whole set. Plus I got the four linear blocks to go with it, and these are 47 inches long. So it gave me almost 48 in between centers. So I can get a whole sheet 4 feet wide in here on this deck. These bottom rails here, these are adjustable. You can move these rails in and out. Oops, just dropped my thing. So you can just move them in and out and then lock them down. So you got clamping surface. These are bearings that I turned and made for the ends, both ends. This is the piece where we're cutting off. There's the edge. Get in a video here, get in a view. So that's the edge it produces. It's an absolutely mirror finish, perfect cut. It's absolutely straight. Produces just an absolutely perfect cut. These rails are, these linear rails are, when I did the measurement on these things, these are guaranteed to be straight within 1/1000th of an inch and 4 feet. So that's pretty good. So if the grinder follows that, then I made a, this is the slide. This is the manual, so I can do this, I can operate this manually if I want. Excuse the video here, I'm really bad at this. But that way I can run this manually if I want to. So this is a slide that I made in the back. For it to slide up and down. This here's my depth adjustment, so I can set this at, I usually do about a whole turn on each pass because I don't want to overburden the grinder on digging in, because it'll flex the blade and cause the blade to wander off. If you just do light passes, it produces this really nice, perfect cut. I don't know if I can get down here on this and show you.